hope everyone installed MS SQL on your missions. Right, guys? Okay, good. I'm sharing my screen, guys. Today I'll give you overview on the architecture of a database, like how we deal with database and inside tables and the data inside them. Okay. So I have shared my screen, guys. Let me know once you're able to see my screen. Able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. So what I told you guys, in order to work with a database, we need to pick the suitable suitable database vendor. So in our case, Microsoft is a database vendor, and we have chosen Microsoft SQL Server as our database. And in order to access the database, we need a client to be available. In our case, Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio is a client. Okay. So remember, guys, whenever I say database server, it is nothing but a computer. Inside that computer, we'll be having that software available, the database software. And I'll take a new session here. So in a computer, what we have, guys, basically, what we'll have inside a computer, what a computer consists of, basically. What a computer consists of? A computer consists of
CPU.
CPU. What is CPU? So what it consists? Okay, CPU, fine. What it consists?
Memory, RAM,
Memory, perfect. Memory. So memory is again two types. One is
RAM and ROM.
Hard disk. This is permanent memory, and RAM, temporary memory. Right now, my RAM is being utilized because I'm talking to you. I have shared my screen. I'm using Paint. I'm doing some action on my computer. So all these actions are getting carried out through this RAM memory. Okay. When I save this particular image file, when I save any document on my mission, so that will get saved on a hard disk. And remember, hard disk nothing but it can be partitioned into different drives. And names can be different, like CD. It up to the user how he wanted to organize their drive names. Clear, yes? Different drives. Clear? RAM is the one which is used to process some action, like playing some song or browsing, anything. Okay. So basically, a computer consists of these things, guys. And one more important thing. What is the important thing? Processor. This is the main thing which takes care of all the actions, user commands. Okay. Basically, computer consists of these things. Okay. So whenever I say I have installed database server on my computer, whenever I say I have installed database server on my computer, let's suppose I'll say database server. Whenever I say database server install on my computer, it uses the hard disk memory. See, guys, what's the purpose of a database server? What's the purpose, guys? We wanted to organize our data in database, right? Whenever we say organize and save our data, it needs some memory, true or not? Guys, following me? We have installed database server on our computer to organize and save our data in this database. In such case, this database requires some memory, right?
Yes, sir.
So that memory will be utilized from our hard disk. That memory. So memory to save our data. So this memory will be used, or hard disk will be used. Okay. And whatever commands that we execute. Okay. If I say, okay, select data from this table, save data into this table. These are actions, commands. Those will be taken care by our processor. Okay. Commands, inserting, selecting data. Inserting nothing but creating data, guys. Inserting nothing but creating data. Insert, select. All these operations will be taken care by processor. Clear? Guys, clear? Whenever I say database server is also one of the software. Just one of the software which is available on your computer. Your computer can contain multiple softwares. Database server is one of them, which uses your hard disk to save the data. It saves all the data inside your hard disk. Clear? Clear with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I'll move on to next step. So keep this aside. And now we'll come to next step. So now we'll talk about only database server. Okay. What is the symbol, guys? What is the symbol for database?
Bucket symbol.
Cylinder.
Cylinder.
Cylinder symbol. Database is denoted by cylinder symbol. What is Twitter symbol?
X.
Now it is X. Earlier it was some bird symbol, right? Like that. Twitter is having some iconic symbol. Like that, every software will have some iconic symbol. Now all the databases will be represented using the cylinder symbol. Okay, whenever an architecture diagram is mentioned in the landscape of a company organization, that time they'll simply mention this thing. It is a computer. At the corner of computer, somewhere they mention the cylindrical symbol. That means we have to understand. Okay, this is a computer, or this is a server, but this is a database server by looking at that symbol. Getting my point? Understanding my point, guys? They'll represent the symbol. This somewhere corner, they'll place the symbol this way. So we have to understand, okay, this is the computer. What kind of computer, guys? Which contains a database server, like that. Okay, you have to understand this one. Now, we are having database server, say this one. I'm talking about only this piece. Where this is available, guys? This database is available inside a computer. Be aware. I'm talking about only this piece here. Now tell me, how to identify a database? I have explained you in the last session. How to reach a database? I told you. So every computer will have some name. So I have given name as Varadi PC.
Computer name and instance.
Okay, yeah. I have given, okay. This is my computer name, guys. Let's suppose I'm giving my computer name as Varadi PC. I have given my computer name as Varadi PC. So inside this Varadi PC, so try to understand this way. Whenever you book any order on Amazon or Flipkart, you have to give some delivery address. True or not? Some address. We have to give some address. By giving that address, what you mention, you'll clearly mention, okay, some Sai apartment, 7th floor, room number or flat number 101 or 701 something. True or not? We are specifically mentioning inside that apartment, in that floor, there is a plot number where that parcel needs to be delivered. So that way, the delivery boy able to identify us. True or not? The similar way, in order to connect to a database, in order to connect and work with the database, you need to understand where that database is available, in which mission that is available. First, that particular mission name you have to understand. What is that mission name? Here, in our case, what is the mission name?
Varadi PC.
Varadi PC. So, in order to connect to this page, from client to this database, and in that case, I have installed a database server with the name Varadi, instance name Varadi SQL server. I have given this name, the instance name. You have installed database on your computer, but you have to give some name to your that installation. You have to name our installation. So this is our name, and this name is technically termed as instance name. What it technically termed as, guys? Instance name. What is instance name here?
Varadi
SQL server. What is a computer name or host name?
Vardi PC.
Why I'm calling this is this as host name, DB host name? The reason is this Vardi PC hosting this database server. True or not? This Vardi PC hosting the database server. That's why I'm calling this one as server name or host name. Understand that? So from a client, in order to reach my database, what are the steps to reach? First thing, I need to reach out that particular address and that particular building and particular plot number. So in our case, what is the building name? Varadi PC.
Varadi PC.
Perfect. Inside this Varadi PC, what we have? Varadi SQL server. We have a DB installation available with the name Varadi SQL server. This way we have to reach out. So we'll simply say inside Varadi PC, that is slash. Inside Varadi PC, we have Varadi SQL server available. Connect to that. While connecting that, it will populate you securely. Give me username and password. These username and password will be created by us during the installation. Okay. Clear? Clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this way,
Yeah.
one can connect to database. Okay. Now, client can connect to database using this identification information. A client can connect this way. Okay, good. Now, so we know if there is a computer with the name Varadi PC, inside that an installation available Varadi SQL server with the name, and we have to connect this way. And what a database contains actually. And before that, when I draw a database server diagram this way, when I say this database server is allocated with some memory, what is that memory? From where it is utilizing that memory, guys? Answer me. From where this memory is getting drawn, getting utilized? Your computer hard disk, where it is installed. It is going to save all the data inside your computer hard disk where your database installation is available. Getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm stressing this point. The reason is right now it is the local computer memory itself is being used as storage. Remember this point. This database server or whatever model that we are discussing about, this kind of database installation utilizing database server utilizing local missions memory, nothing but hard disk to save data. Why I'm stressing here? This is called as storage, guys, in cloud terminology. This is called as storage in cloud terminology. In cloud terminology, wherever we organize and save our data, that particular place is called as storage in cloud terminology. Getting my point? Guys, now I'll ask you, what is the computer name?
Varadi PC.
What is the host? Okay, what is the host name? Same,
Varadi
Varadi PC. What is DB installation name?
Varadi
SQL server. SQL server is the DB installation name. And Varadi SQL server using which particular storage?
Hard disk.
Computer hard disk.
Perfect. Local missions memory or hard disk.
Yeah.
Varadi SQL server using local missions memory, which is nothing but a storage as storage. Okay. Now, I have shown you, and other day I have shown you how to download SQL server installer. That day, two options we have majorly focused. One is the blue one, other one is black one. What was the blue one containing? Blue one was talking about
Cloud.
perfect. Cloud, MS SQL installation and cloud. And what is the black one talking about?
On premises.
Perfect. On-premise one. It was talking about on-premise one. It is talking about on-premise one. Now tell me what I told you. Whenever I say on-premise, within that area, within that location, within that house, something. Now, Varadi PC is the mission. Within that mission, our database server is installed, and our database server utilizing local missions memory as storage, nothing but on-premise memory. Where is the storage available for our database server? On-premise or other side, outside?
On-premise.
On-premise. Now everyone clear? Our installation is available on a local mission. Installation available locally. And storage also available. Your service, database server service is available locally, which is nothing but on-premise. And storage is also on-premise. Now you understood, guys? What is the meaning of on-premise? In cloud case, it will be different. This DB service is available somewhere on a cloud server, and storage is also need not to be on the same server. It can be on other server. This way, the cloud service they are going to provide based on the plan that we choose. They will charge us. In our case, I am holding a laptop. Inside I have connected this meeting through a laptop. On this laptop, I'm going to install SQL server. On this laptop, whichever memory available that is being used as storage. And on this laptop, I'm going to execute my queries and I'm going to organize or save my data on the hard drive, which is nothing but a storage. So everything happening on the local mission, on the same mission. True or not? My database server is available on the same mission and storage is also available on the, come on guys, storage is also available on the same mission.
Same mission.
Now everyone understood what is on-premise?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now try to understand, guys. Whenever I say database server, it is a software. I used to tell you it is a software. Now, this database server software, when we install this database server software, we will get some one DB service. Database service. Database service. Service nothing but it's not like we can compare like other services, but the database service here, when you go to services.msc on your computer, I encourage everyone to open this services.msc, services.msc. Type this one, guys. You will be open with this kind of window. Guys, right now I'm not having this installation available on my computer. Can anyone who is already installed MS SQL on your mission, please share your computer and type this services.msc. I'll show you what is that database service. Sridhar, you there?
Yeah. I'm here. I'm sharing my
Okay.
screen.
Share your screen. And other guys, as we demonstrate through Sridhar's computer, on your local mission, please check services.msc. I'll type that one in the meeting chat. Try to open that and Sridhar, tell me.
But sharing screen disabled by participant.
Okay. No problem. You give me a screenshot, Sridhar, that particular service MS SQL script.
Okay.
You post it in meeting chat. I'll take it out. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So whenever we install a software, what is the indication for us whether the DB database server installation completed or not? This is indication. This is identity. Like this is confirmation for us saying MS SQL database service will be available under services.msc. See here, these are all the services which are running on my computer right now. See, what is this, guys? What is this? Can you read out once, everyone?
Antivirus.
McAfee. Antivirus software install, and that particular service is available here. That's all. Okay. There are no specific softwares I have installed so far because it's a new laptop. Okay. these are all this particular section services.msc list out all the services running in your mission right now. Okay, if it is running, you will see the status as running this way. If it is not running, you will see status as empty this way. See here, status column is empty. If it is running, you will have status column as running this way. Okay. So once you install database and once you try to access your database using Microsoft Management Studio, SQL Management Studio, if you're unable to access, then you come and check whether your database service is up and running with the status running here or not. Okay, remember that. Okay, I'm going back to my slide. Now clear, right, everyone? What is on-premise, guys? Why we are calling this as on-premise? Why we are calling this on-premise? Because both DB
Data, DB and
service,
storage will be same in
Database
the
server and storage
local system.
both
installed
DB
on the same
service,
RAM, same computer.
storage available on same computer locally. That's why we are calling available locally on the same
On-premise.
machine. Yeah. That's why we are calling this as on-premise. Remember this. When you go with cloud service, they'll give this particular DB service installed on some X mission, and they'll assign you storage from some Y or Z mission. That's completely altogether. That's altogether complete different architecture. Okay. So why we are calling this on-premise? Both DB service and storage available locally. Whenever someone asks in the interview, what is on-premise? You say both DB service and storage available locally. That's all on the same server, either on your local machine or on a database server which is given to you by your company or organization. If your organization or company gives you a computer and asks you install DB server on that, that time also that machine is treated as on-premise one only. Okay, remember that. If DB service and storage are different, then we talk about a different architecture. But both DB service and storage are available on the same machine, then it is on-premise one. Okay, everyone clear about on-premise one? Sridhar, have you pinged?
Yes, Suman.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
Okay, thank you. See here, guys, Sridhar given the screenshot. I'm zooming this. Sridhar, you give the screenshot, like go to the service name which starts with Microsoft SQL. That particular screenshot helps us.
Okay, okay.
Okay, now everyone is clear how a database server available inside a computer and which memory it uses. Okay, and how to reach your database server service from other client. A client can be available locally on the same computer or any computer which is available within the network. Okay, now this database server, what is the name of this database installation? Varadi SQL server. SQL server. So inside this server, the architecture can be, we can have multiple databases. In this MS SQL, Microsoft SQL Server architecture, the first thing, the high level thing is a database. Inside database, we'll have tables. Inside tables, what we have? Data. And how our data is organized, guys? Data organized in?
Rows and columns.
Perfect. Rows and columns. Okay. Now, like this is the hierarchy. First, we'll have database. Inside database, we'll have tables. Inside tables, we'll have data organized in rows and columns. Now, similar way, you can have multiple databases. Database 1. Inside that, table 1, table 2, table 3, table 4, like that. You can have multiple tables. And you can have another database 2. Inside the database, you can have, again, table 1, table 2, table 3, or some table 10, table 11, something like that. Okay. Now, once, and I told you, right? While connecting to your database server from a client, we will use hostname / DB service name, and username password will provide. Okay. This username is given with access such a way that if there are 10 databases available in database server, okay, those 10 out of those 10 databases, how many databases this particular user will have access, can have access. So let's suppose my user is Suman. Let's suppose my username is Suman. Suman. So once while installing, after installing a database, we will get an admin account, an admin user account. He is administrator, admin user account. We will get an admin user account, guys. Remember this. Once we install a database, what we will get? An admin user account. Guys, mute yourself, everyone. Guys, everyone, please mute yourself. Once we install database server on a computer, at the end of the installation, we will have this particular an admin account is given, like user with the username and password, guys. Basically, admin account username is SCA, guys. SCA, system admin. SCA, but system admin. See, we need to have one particular account, right? Initially, with that account, we can log into database and we can create other users. Without having that admin account, we can do nothing. True or not, guys? Initially, we need to have some user account. True or not, guys?
Yes.
So this is that admin account. With the installation, you get this SA account, system admin account. With this system admin account, you can log in your database, you can connect to your database, and you can create multiple users, user 1, user 2, user 3, like that. While creating those users, you can mention, so SA account user is admin. He can organize users and their access. What does it mean? Organize users and their access. SA user can create users, and he can provide access to database, saying Suman user can be connected to only database 1. He should not allowed to connect to database 2 and database. Then when Suman user logs in, then I'll be able to see only database 1, though my database server having multiple databases available in that. True or not, guys? Yes, true or not?
Yes, Suman.
See, guys, your Gmail server, Gmail related email server contains crores of people related emails. See, the people who are available in the meeting, including myself, including me, everyone having an account with the Gmail email server. True or not? So, Gmail containing all our emails. But when I log in, it is going to show the emails related to me also, only, right? It is not going to show the other people email. True or not? True or not, guys?
Yes, Suman.
So there is a restriction defined, okay? Whenever someone logs in, someone email ID related, whatever access given, only those emails is to be shown to him. The same way, here, the SCA user account can be used to create other users, okay? And those other users are also given permissions. He can give permissions. SCA user can decide or define permissions on the databases for the users, okay? Remember that. SCA user can define permissions. SCA user is admin, which comes by default with MS SQL Server installation. Remember this. By default, with the installation, we will get SA user. Is an admin user. What actions we can perform, guys? Using this user, we can create other users and define permissions on the database access. Even he can decide like whether he is able to, okay, that we'll discuss later. Using this SA user, we can create other users and define permissions on the database access. Okay. Remember these points, guys. This is an on-premise architecture that we are using here. And as both DB service and storage available locally, and SA admin will come by default. Using that user, we can define other users, create other users and give permissions. And remember, an SA user create another admin user. See, we will have roles, guys. We are having roles in MS SQL Server. Roles in the sense something like admin role, sysadmin we used to call sysadmin role. Okay, so like that there are multiple roles available, guys. By default roles, not the user defined roles. These are default roles given by MS SQL Server. See, this SA user contains this sysadmin role. While this SA user wanted to create another user, that time he can decide whether a sysadmin can be given or other role can be given. Okay, and DB owner is also one of the role which defines DB owner. If you are the DB owner, then only if you have DB owner role on any database, then only once you log in, you will be able to access that particular database. Anyway, I'll show you in the next session how these roles works. But I wanted to make sure a database server installation available locally. It can be connected using hostname and DB server name. And that particular database server consumes your hard disk memory. And while installing your database server, you'll get a default account, a system admin SCA, which is an admin account, using which you can create other users and control permissions. Okay. And this kind of installation is called as on-premise installation. Clear, guys, everyone? Yes,
Yes,
everyone
sir.
clear? Now tell me,
Yes,
what is
sir.
on-premise?
Having both DB service and storage in the same local system.
Yes, perfect. See here, guys, Sridhar has been this thing. See here. This particular thing, everyone focus on this particular service. This service. It is in running state. Yes, it is in running state. What is the service name? MS SQL Server. Here, what I told you, in our example, I told you, I'm using Bharati SQL Server. This name I have given to my database installation. But whereas on Sridhar computer, he has given name as MS SQL Server. Default name he has chosen. And the service is running. Once the service is running, then only you'll be able to connect to that particular database. Clear, guys? This is called service. See here, guys. Once you complete your installation successfully, then you will get this service and user created. Clear, guys, everyone?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. What is storage, guys? Storage is nothing but memory that is used to save your data. That's all. As simple as that. What is storage?
Save the data.
Storage is nothing but memory
We need to save the data.
save the data. Who saves the data? Your database server. The database server is going to save the data. Okay. What is the username that we get by default with SQL Server installation?
System admin.
System admin, which is called SCA.
SQL.
SCA, which is called SCA, guys. The username is SCA. Okay. Good, guys. So, guys, please make sure you have everyone installed MS SQL Server on your computer. So from next session onwards, we're going to do all the practicals, starting from DB creation. Okay. Thank you, guys. Be regularly check our website for all these recorded sessions. I think last 3 sessions are already uploaded on our website, and last session and this session are going to get updated soon. Okay. Fine, guys. Thank you. See you in next session. If any queries, reach out to either or me. Okay. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys. Bye. Bye.